Come on, everybody. It's the Locker Room Rant. Welcome. Come one, come all. Hit subscribe down below for your boys so you can be notified when we are going live. You can watch, hang out with the fellas, laugh, and have fun. I'm Tony. With me, as always, we got John V to my side, Nico down below.
What's up?
Say hello, guys.
How's it going, everyone?
What's up, family? What's up, fellas? Hey, Nick, did you happen to reach out to our Twitter family and let everyone know that we were going live today?
No.
Sounds about right.
Should be a good show. Should be a lot of should have a lot of views popping up here.
I feel like our Twitter family should know that we go on every Tuesday at 9:00 right now.
Dude, I just
how would they know?
Not to mention, once again,
can you not suck so bad at everything?
Once again, I've also said that I am not the Twitter person. We're all the Twitter people. Everyone can let people know.
Anyway, I'm not having this conversation with you on camera, Nick. You're utterly useless, and that's what we'll end it with. Thanks.
This just in, the Locker Room Rant normally runs about 2 hours long every week. We have a special treat. Nick down below, Nico, learned how to
read,
how to cut videos.
I also know how to cut vehicles in half too.
You know what?
Oh my God!
I'll see you guys.
We weren't ready to go live yet.
Goodbye, motherfucker!
Was that if you're ever in the mood for Locker Room Rant material, but you don't want to watch a whole 2-hour show, I figured out a way where I can actually chop the video up.
You figured out a way.
Yes.
In other words, you figured out how to edit.
Yes.
Okay.
I figured out how to edit and make the clips, make the show into multiple clips. I'm sure this probably isn't a major deal for all of you, but it took us a whole year and a half to figure it out. So we're gonna make the show into multiple clips. Essentially, what's gonna happen. I think that's enough.
I'm not doing it. Guys, I don't know what the living hell that was.
I think whatever sound that was needs to go.
That needs to never happen again. It was like a harmonica, a really bad harmonica trying to play the Jurassic Park theme song.
That was absolutely scary and terrifying.
What's going on, 49er Chanel?
49er Chanel, what's up, fam?
Jurassic Park, guys. New one comes out on Friday. Excited at all?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'll go see it.
Oh, dude, Nick doesn't care about movies, bro. He's the worst. So don't ask him.
I tried to get a hold of you yesterday to watch Top Gun, but you wouldn't answer your damn phone. So
I already saw it. What are we gonna wait for you, bro?
You already saw it?
You didn't even like the first one. You said it was overrated. It's a fucking classic. It's a fucking classic. But this guy, it's overrated.
Very good. I heard it was actually very good, so I'll give it a shot.
My boy Havoc's here. Let's give it up for Havoc.
What up, Havoc?
Havoc was
Everybody!
So I want to come up with some type of new thing where we actually, if something happens, we actually have to take shots, which would be the biggest.
I take shots the whole show.
That would not be well for me.
Real ones. And here's a little tidbit for everybody. Me and Nick are terrible with shots. So why don't we come up with some type of I don't know if it's a punishment that has to happen. I think that's good for Havoc. Maybe Havoc can come up with something for us.
Hey, there you go. Get a nice little day off of work, Havoc.
Havoc off for once.
Off for
All
once.
right. So kind of a busy day in sports. I don't know where we want to hop in. Should we start with the NBA Finals? I'm assuming.
Yeah, let's start with that. I think that's a good starting point.
Yes.
Okay. Celtics versus Warriors series is tied at 1. Let's hear it, Nico.
So I picked the Celtics to win in 5. I'm still sticking by that. The Celtics took one at home. I always said there's a chance where the Warriors were going to become really hot and they're probably going to take one, and that's exactly what happened. They had a crazy third quarter where they jumped out. Going into halftime, they were essentially tied, and in the third quarter, they just wouldn't miss a shot. So, yeah, they won. I'm still comfortable with the Celtics in 5. Is there a possibility the Warriors will take another one? Sure. But I still think the Celtics take the series.
So you're sticking with the Celtics?
Yes.
And you're confident about that?
I'm pretty confident.
Are you confident enough to stand up and maybe do a little river dance?
Sure.
No.
Let me know when you're ready, buddy.
All right.
God help me. God help me.
I just wish it was longer. John, what do you see in this series, buddy?
I think it goes to a game 7. I'm going to stick with that. I believe that Golden State looked like the Golden State that we all know. So I think it's going to be. I think if they play like that, you can't beat them. It won't even go to a game 7. If they continue to play the way they did Sunday night, then tomorrow night it's going to be phenomenal. Like I'm pulling. I think Golden State can win this one. They're going to go into hostile territory in Boston, so it's going to be a little bit of a struggle there. But they play good on the road, so I'm going to say Warriors, man. I'm going to take the Warriors to win tomorrow night and go up in the series 2-1.
I think the Celtics played out of their minds in game 1, especially that fourth quarter. I feel like that's the best they got, and they took that game. It's going to take their best versus the Warriors coasting along. I think they woke the Warriors up in game 1. It showed who they were, and now the Warriors are like, yo, this team's for real. Let's turn it up and win this championship. I'm gonna take the Warriors. I actually picked the Warriors in a sweep, but I'll take the Warriors. Now, being realistic about it, I guess I'll say Warriors in 6. Go ahead.
You know what I think's dumb? I listen to a lot of these analysts, and these analysts are the dumbest people on earth. They'll literally go. They get paid to do this. They'll literally go, "Oh, the Celtics won. Oh, the Celtics are definitely going to win the series. Oh, the Warriors won now. The Warriors are definitely going to win the series." Like they have no logical thinking whatsoever. They get paid millions of dollars to do this, and all they do is just transfer their alliance to who wins. That's it. Literally crazy.
That's what I love about us. Like when we're wrong, we stick with it. Like a team's down 3-0, you're like, fuck it. Clippers in 7.
Well, at least there's a reason why we pick a team. Like there's a reason why I picked the Celtics. Because they're generally a tough, hard-nosed team. They're physical. They're also very skilled offensively. I think the Celtics win because they basically can out physical the Warriors. Now the Warriors are definitely the best shooting team in the league. I mean, you got Steph and Clay. That's pretty much enough when it comes to shooting. And then they also got Jordan Poole, who's developed into a great scorer. Wiggins can shoot a little bit. Even Draymond can shoot a little bit. I mean,
Draymond has not shot well in this series
for a guy
the playoffs.
For a guy who's a
and
center.
Clay hasn't shown up yet either.
I'm just talking about in general. For a guy who's a center, Draymond can shoot.
Wiggins has outperformed both that you mentioned.
Okay, I said Wiggins. He's a small forward. Small forward, power forward type guy.
To me, if Tony's onto something and Havoc says the Celtics threw everything they had, game one, where Horford went like 6 for 8 at the three, shooting the three ball. White had a 20-point game. Jaylen Brown had a 20-point game, and I think Tatum, who's struggling right now. I don't know if he's injured. I don't know if he hurt his shoulder.
He's not injured. He's just Tatum's Tatum.
Well, if Tatum was Tatum, then there would be like
I think
there would
he
be a
fucked
lot.
his shoulder up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did too. But for not nonetheless, like Jaylen Brown has to string together consistent games. Like he's got to consistently put together a 20-point game. You know, not just. Because those guys don't coexist on the floor at the same time. They don't put points up together. One guy has a good game, the other guy has a bum game. This guy has a good game, the other guy has a bum game.
I mean, Jaylen Brown's been pretty damn consistent this entire finals. They have coexisted this year, which is why they're in the position that they've been in. In the playoffs,
I don't care what they did this year. I care about what they do now in the finals.
In the playoffs, it's been a little sketchy. They've been kind of going one does and one doesn't throughout the playoffs a little bit, but for the most part, they're fairly consistent.
We need to grow this channel. I'm sick and tired of having nobody.
I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
We got Havoc.
Tired of being sick and
We
tired.
got Havoc and 49ers Chanel. And if we have to go into battle with Havoc and 49ers Chanel, then goddamn it, we're going to go into battle with 49ers Chanel and Havoc.
We don't even know if they're still with us. They could have just said hi and went and watched one of those other 49ers damn channels. One of those 8 million channels out there with the 49ers. But you know what? We need to grow. Let's grow this. Nick, it all starts with you. It all starts with you being putting it on Twitter.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Should we bring a guest? Let's try to find a guest out there.
I don't think we can find a guest right now.
Oh, we could just ad-live. Okay, so I don't think I feel like talking about basketball anymore.
You done?
I'm done. John?
Yeah.
I mean, I've said all I could say.
I mean, we covered what we had to say. It is what it is.
John, why don't you start us off on this one? How is this
$95 million. I don't know.
How is it possible? Who does the books for them?
I'm telling you, dude. It's like it's some trailer park fucking bookkeeper, bro, an accountant from the sticks of God knows where. Because I mean, how they pulled this off, it's beyond me.
Well, if
they operate as if. Go ahead, Nick.
If he's in the trailer park, some people better go to the trailer park and start finding these people. Why am I frozen?
I don't know, but I like it.
Yeah,
it's a good look.
That's a stupid look.
Nick forgot to plug something in. There he goes.
John, how do they keep paying these guys?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. The salary cap does not exist to them. They don't. I don't know how they do it, bro. And it's funny because like that real passive, humble approach that he took to that real Nick, you're still frozen. Can we just leave him like this, please? This is perfect.
Yeah, actually, Nick just said like that.
This real passive approach that he took, that humble. Like if I retire, I retire. I'm okay with it. I'm happy. Like it really worked. He didn't have to be the bad guy. He didn't have to scrub social media. He was just chill. And I don't know, man. It worked. It really worked. And I think the Rams knew what he was worth, bro, and he knew that they knew. So at the end of the day, they made out quite well. They gave him a contract of $95 million for till 2024 for 2 years. Just insane.
Is it just 2 years or 3 years? 22, 23, and 24, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
So-
It's 3
so-
years. So it's still stupid money. It's unbelievable. A little over $30 million a year. Unbelievable.
I feel like the
I
energy.
don't
I
get
feel like the energy's down tonight. We need to spice this up a little bit. What do we got to do?
I mean, I don't know. We should just cover our topics and see where it goes. I really wanted to talk about the Watson situation.
Oh, we're getting there. We got to wait till Nick gets back, though. I feel like.
Yeah, he's working on something over there.
I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
He's got 99 problems, and they're all.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, Havoc says the Rams can only keep this up as long as they keep hitting their late round picks, but that's a hard ask. And I mean, I guess, dude, like they're in a win now mode, so like they're just putting all their chips into the center of the table and just rolling. Like if they can win, if they can win another Super Bowl, at least they think so. I mean, I'm not afraid of the Rams this year, man. I think San Francisco beats them twice. They're really Seattle is a nobody in the NFC West right now. Arizona doesn't know which end is up. They don't know their fucking ass from their elbow. So I think it's going to be San Francisco and the Rams battling out of the NFC West. They're all in right now, bro. They are all in on a win now mode. Like they don't care.
You remember last year when we did our early predictions, playoff predictions?
Yeah.
Are we around that same time right now?
Let's
Can't be
see.
too far off. I mean, really, if you think about it, it's just we're 2 months away from really being the crux of football season.
Oh wait, this season's over. Never mind. This is old news.
Nick,
Yeah,
Yep.
It's about we're very close. We're very close.
Havoc's
We
waiting
did that
for you.
late.
Oh, by the way, my phone decided that it needed to update, so my camera, that's why it froze.
Havoc's been impatiently waiting. He needs to hear your your perspective on Mr. Deshaun Watson.
I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I don't think it makes a damn bit of difference, these two women that came out. The only problem is that the media is basically piling it on like it
Oh,
does.
are they? Is the media piling it on? Do you know what have you read their complaints?
Yeah.
They're disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
So exactly how does somebody do that?
Do what? Reach for their dick and work it right while this broad's standing over you?
Yeah, somebody said the accusation.
That doesn't.
How does somebody do that? Unless this woman didn't have a thing called legs. Unless
Okay,
she didn't have a thing called legs.
Nick,
I don't know
Nick,
how I don't know how
listen.
you accomplish that.
I don't want to listen to you right now because you make no sense. You sound
Havoc wants
stupid,
to
and I
listen to
can't
No,
deal with it.
Bottom line, there's probably going to be a 26th, a 27th. There's probably going to be a 30th. There's probably
Listen, they won't go there because Goodell's taking your boy out of the NFL, and the Browns are probably going to void the contract with him. They're going to lose the picks to the Texans. That ship sailed. Like, if you even knew what was going on today, you would have came better prepared. You know that the Browns are considering voiding Deshaun Watson's contract.
I have not heard the Browns voiding.
Why would you? You don't come prepared, you wouldn't know shit.
I know.
That's besides the point.
I listened to
And the funny thing is that
I haven't heard
the
one.
funny thing
I haven't
is,
heard one media thing say that the Browns are thinking about voiding Deshaun Watson's contract.
well, then do your research. I'm sorry, Nick. I can't. You're not, Nick. Oh, there you are. Sorry, bro. You got caught up in the radio waves. Anyway, I think the NFL prepared the Browns prior to this move. They said that they hadn't concluded their investigation. They were still considering, they were still going to look into a potential suspension. So the Browns went ahead, traded anyway. But in that contract, I believe there's a void, and they could do it. They could do it.
They probably could. I don't think they should.
Why not? He's a fucking disgrace and a pile of shit.
No, because you have no evidence that he even did any of that.
Well, you know what? The NFL is not going to wait around. He's making a mockery.
You're just taking somebody's word for it?
Yeah.
That's essentially what you're doing. You're taking somebody's word
for it. I mean, why wouldn't I?
Because
he's innocent. He's innocent until proven guilty.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Absolutely. Fine. But you know what? These allegations, the NFL is not going to keep toying with it. Like, they respect their brand, and you do not embarrass the
shut down the allegations until you can prove something. Then do it.
Okay. Well, you know what? This potentially goes back to court. Bye. Get the fuck out of here.
It's not going to go back to court. It's going to go back to civil court. It's not going to go back to criminal court because they didn't even have enough evidence to bring it to trial. Do you know what that means? They don't have enough evidence to bring that to trial.
I'm going to give you 10 minutes. Do your research. Find out what came out today.
I know my shit on this. Okay? I've heard the media. The media's dying to get.
It's not about the media, Nick. It's not about the media. It's about the fact that Deshaun Watson is probably going to suffer a suspension. Okay, probably the whole season.
I'm saying he probably will because of the media pressure.
So that $1 million this year, how does that work going into next year? We just get into the next in the next year. We dive into the meat and potatoes of the contract, right?
Yeah.
Fucking sinking you.
How's that sinking?
It's good.
Even if he was to get suspended this year, he will be the quarterback next year.
This is a very I don't know that the Browns want to take a risk.
They've already taken a risk. They knew this shit could happen. I mean, I don't know.
Only they would do that shit.
Yeah, they knew this shit could happen.
They would be the only team that would take on a fucking dude that is literally in the crosshairs of a diabolical, horny fucking weirdo. Just weird, dude. Like, he's just a weird fucking guy.
Is he a weird guy?
He's brought all this heat on himself.
Is he a weird guy, or is he just like a guy?
Hey, you're a fucking guy. You got 24 women fucking accusing you of fucking being inappropriate on a massage table?
I'm not a star starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, if he had all those millions, he probably would.
He probably would.
He's way bigger of a creep than Deshaun Watson. Trust me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I actually think that the Browns should fucking bounce on this cat.
I don't. I think they should keep him. And if he gets suspended this year, they should make him the starting quarterback next year. Because if somebody does something that terrible to you, you should go to the authorities or you should shut up about it. That's basically what my opinion on it.
Look at this.
I can't because your phone's invisible. I can't even read that.
John, can you read that to us? What are you doing right now?
I'm showing you, this is social media from Deshaun Watson. See the blogs, can't break me down. See, I'm the voice, I don't reply. But I'm the rumors y'all done heard. I'm a humbly deny. Yeah. Sorry.
So
this is Like what
What
a
is
fucking weirdo, bro.
What the fuck did
Like,
that
why
mean?
not? Like why? Those are lyrics. Like, why just not shut your fucking mouth, you fucking
You know what?
moron?
Because he's being accused of something that he may not have done. Yeah, I'd be kind of pissed too.
Hey Nick, I gotta tell you something. Okay, stop being a fucking creep. He did this.
No,
he did
didn't.
this.
You have no.
He may not have done 24 of them, but he did something.
You know, at the very most, John. I mean, there's a possibility that I could have done everything they said, but there's no evidence of it. At the very most, my logical thinking was, is this guy trying to get laid? Okay, and that's not a crime in America.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So you go visit massage parlors and you expose yourself. You act creepy and super fucking weird.
There's no evidence.
You can't find a better place and time to get fucking laid. Come on, Nick. You watch too many porns, bro.
There's no evidence. There's no evidence that he did take his dick out at every single massage thing. There's no evidence he did that at any of them. Okay. When you do get a massage, have you ever gotten a massage before? You get in your underwear. Okay.
I've gotten many massages, and guess what I never did?
Okay.
I never rolled over and grabbed my cock, and I never fucking made the fucking masseuse uncomfortable because I didn't act like a creepy fucking weirdo.
Well, apparently
let me tell you something.
None of those masseuses.
He's a diabolical fucking nut job.
They got contacted by a lawyer.
I'm telling
me lawyer for no.
What? The lawyer that is having all these women. Don't you think it's kind of
what?
My body telling me that this lawyer is basically like an ambulance chaser. He's like a crooked lawyer. Have you done your research on him?
I don't want to. I'm not good. I'm not the defense. I don't need to do my research.
You're not anything.
I get to get on here. Neither are you, hotshot. But I'll tell you what I am. I'm damn fucking sure that your quarterback's a creepy fucking weirdo, and I hope you fucking Brownie fans get what you fucking deserve.
I'm saying maybe there were a couple of masseuses that he thought were good looking, and maybe he tried. Maybe he did something that was somewhat
exposed himself.
You're exposed when you're getting a massage, John.
Maybe he.
You butt fucking naked. You butt fucking naked.
You can.
Where did you get? Yeah, let me tell you something.
When I got a massage, I had my underwear on. Okay.
You are covered up by a towel.
Okay.
So if you go and remove the towel to be a creepy fucking weirdo, you're a fucking creepy weirdo. Sorry.
There's no, like I said, you're saying that he did do that. There's no evidence that he did do that.
Oh, he did it.
There's no evidence. There's not going to be any evidence that he did do that.
He did it. At some point or another, he did it.
You just say he did it. There's no evidence.
I believe he did. I believe he did. He's a weirdo.
And if you did listen to all this, the Texans were the ones who got him those masseuses. He didn't go out on his own saying I want a new masseuse right now. Maybe he should have had. You can argue that he should have had his own personal masseuse or the same masseuse over and over again, but I'm not going to incriminate the guy over that.
I don't know, man. I just think that right now he has created enough controversy around the league that you got to get your fucking shit together. You should probably go on the commissioner's exempt list and sort out your shit.
Or maybe you should have some evidence that he did some wrongdoing. Until you have evidence that he did wrongdoing, I don't care.
How do you know that there haven't been settlements?
There haven't been settlements.
How do you know?
That's why we're in this position. Because Deshaun Watson refuses to settle. And all those media dumbasses.
But if he's settling, he's committing. Well, he's basically implying that he's guilty.
That's not necessarily true. A lot of people have settled. Ben Roethlisberger settled. And you get suspended, you get a tap on the wrist, and then it's over. But Deshaun Watson doesn't even want to do that. I have full confidence that he didn't do anything terribly, terribly wrong. And I have full confidence that he didn't do what the last girl said. Doesn't mean they wanted Rusty.
What's Rusty mean?
I mean, look.
But yeah,
Like
I don't know.
At this point, you have 20, 25, 26, I don't know,
24
girls saying that he did do something, and they're all hired. They all have the same lawyer hired.
I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
And then you have Deshaun Watson saying, no, none of this happened. And there's no evidence other than the fact that it's he said, she said. So I don't know how you can convict. I don't even know how you could punish that.
I don't know. We'll see what the league decides to do.
None of this stuff happened, and somebody was so traumatized.
If I'm the Browns, I'm considering potentially voiding this contract and bouncing.
I'm not. Even if
I'll tell you what, you know what Deshaun Watson should have done last year with Deshaun Watson, the hand he should have played is he should have said, listen, I'm addicted to sex. I'm sorry I did this. I'm addicted to sex. They would have sent him they would have sent him to a few fucking classes, and he would have been back on the field 3 weeks later.
Probably. And he was going to play anyways.
And he would have been a spokesperson for like sex addiction.
Some don't want to settle, Izzy says. I don't know it all, man. I really don't know the whole thing. I just think it's so fucked up that this guy just has them coming out of the woodworks accusing him. And they're just one after the other. They were coming out like every day when that broke.
19 out of the 22 originals wanted to settle. There's 3 that didn't want to settle. The other 19 did want to settle.
Did it ever occur to you that
it wasn't that much of a traumatic experience?
The girls that didn't want to settle may have suffered some form of, I don't know. Maybe he really made them uncomfortable to the point where they.
I don't care if you're
just
uncomfortable, John. This world's an uncomfortable place. Me and Tony used to work as corrections officers. We worked alongside women. Do you know how many times the women that went and did walkthroughs had to see guys doing exactly what Deshaun Watson's accused of? You know what happened? They went and did their job and they went home.
But these are criminals that were locked up.
Why does that matter? Why does that matter? Why does that matter? You're still a woman doing a job. That's not an expected part of your job. Your job's you're not expecting to see that.
You knew what you were getting into when you signed up to work in a prison.
Yeah, you knew there was a bit of danger. You didn't know that you had to see dicks every 5 seconds.
You think a woman really cares if she's an inmate playing with his dick, or an inmate that's going to grab her by the fucking head and smack her off the bars?
Then why is it so traumatic where a masseuse might see a penis?
Maybe you should have been a fucking crackpot lawyer for some slum dog athletes.
I'm just saying.
You should have done that.
You're like Better Call Saul.
I work alongside nurses.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Right now, I work alongside nurses that deal with the same thing. I'm not talking about the actual work where you have to put in a catheter or something. I'm talking about you get guys that are weird and they pull their penis out, or they ask the nurse to help them with the urinal when they're more than capable of doing it themselves.
I mean, it's weird. It's weird, but I mean, you're in a hospital. Like you're
why does it matter? Why does it matter where you work? It's the same thing. It's not a traumatic experience. You should be able to go along with your day. Unless somebody's raping you. If somebody's raping you, then I'm there. Then something needs to happen.
To me, some old man that's sitting in the hospital, being a weird old man is one thing. Different? Because they're basically innocent old men that are just out of their fucking mind.
Why is Deshaun Watson, if he is a pervert?
Deshaun Watson's not out of his mind.
Football player.
He's using his platform to try to be a pervert whack job inside of a massage parlor.
He might be using his platform to try and get laid. That's not a crime. That's not a crime in this world.
Yeah, it is.
No,
it is when you make women feel uncomfortable.
Listen, you're more than entitled to feel uncomfortable. You're more entitled to walk out that room and tell him never to come back again.
Maybe they did. We don't know. We weren't there.
If he yeah, of course we weren't there. Nobody was there, so we don't know. If he touches you, then that crosses the line. Now that has crossed the line into a crime. If he touches you, now that has crossed the line into a crime. That is sexual molestation. Now you can actually charge him with that. But until that happens, you can't just have that. You can't just have something weird happen to you and then months later say, you know what? I want to take that guy to court.
Let's see where the league.
Like this is like, you ever heard of the Salem witch trials? That's what this thing is. Incriminating someone without any evidence. With no evidence whatsoever. Just based on hearsay. That was a dark portion of this country's history. And we're more than willing to accept that.
Nick giving a history lesson here on the Locker Room Rant. Listen, bottom line, he was a little creepy. We weren't in those rooms. We'll never know what happened. Nobody will. So
no, you're never going to know.
I think Roger Goodell will lean on the side of caution and suspend him for an entire year, and then he'll come back next year after, and that's 2 straight years being off, not throwing a pass in an NFL game. That should be interesting to see. But I will say, if the Browns can get out of this and void that shit,
I would get the fuck away from this disaster. This needs time, and apparently it needs time to get sorted. Like, they can't have this distraction glooming over them through training camp. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then into the preseason and further on into the season. Like, just get the fuck away from this. This dude's got problems.
I mean, mind you, like we just had a trial over this stuff too. Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial. It was the same thing. It was a bunch of accusations against Johnny Depp, and it turned out to kind of not be the way that those accusations were put.
Yeah, but they recorded their fights. Like, they were strange.
Okay. But if they didn't,
you keep taking examples and you try to use them, but they're different and they don't work.
But if Johnny Depp had no evidence, if Johnny Depp had nothing to back him up, which there's nothing backing Deshaun Watson up, it's hearsay. If he didn't have any type of audio evidence, if he didn't have any type of injuries on him, then you would have never known that Amber Heard was kind of full of shit. But it was an accusation nonetheless.
okay.
Yeah, I just.
How about who's Daniel, by the way? Who's
Daniel Calderon? He's new. He's got to be new, huh?
Where did we get Daniel from? I don't know where we got him from, but he wants to come on the show. He's a Rams fan, talking shit about the 49ers, talking shit about the 49ers.
What's going on? Where are you from, Daniel?
Daniel, where are you from? How'd you hear about the show? Tell us a little bit more about yourself. We love strangers, but we will shout out stranger danger if you get it. If you give us the heebie-jeebies.
I do kind of want to talk about the Aaron Donald thing. I was going on Twitter today, and I saw a lot of people say, I can't wait till the Locker Room Rant today, so I could hear Nick have to swallow his words on Aaron Donald. I never said Aaron Donald wasn't going to get paid. Aaron Donald is one of the 3, if not the number 1 defensive player in the league. He was always going to get paid. I just said I don't know if this was a strategy that he was portraying, because if you really want to get paid, if there's some type of scenario where they're not wanting to pay you, the best way to get paid is to say, I want my money.
I just don't get how they were able to provide that with him.
Yeah, it seems kind of crazy, but yeah, teams can do
They
a lot with
don't.
salary cap.
They don't. The salary cap to some teams is just a artificial number.
Yeah, they can do a lot of manipulation with that
You
cap.
move a lot of money. You can move money to make. You can do roster bonuses. You can do. Fuck, I don't even know.
Which is like I don't know how
You can move it around. You can create. You can do like signing bonuses. You can. I don't know, man. It's
there's
weird.
there's a lot of weird stuff you can do, but like if you think about it, like how do teams get in salary cap problems if the Rams are able to do this?
Ask the Rams in about 3 years.
How do
Yeah, that's it. Like the Rams are going to be. They're gonna fizzle out. They're gonna be trash for 5 years to
maybe
come.
they're just loading it up for 3 years?
That's all they're trying to do.
In 3 years, they'll be begging for Jared Goff off the unemployment line. Come back to us, baby. Hey Jeff, come back to us, baby. We'll give you $100.
It is strange, but I do believe that the Rams are going to struggle in the next 3-4 years to come. They're going to struggle. This is going to come back. But if you put all your chips in the center of the table and you win like they did last year,
it's worth
who's
it.
to say is it worth it?
I mean, if you get another Super Bowl, yeah. Your whole point is trying to build a Super Bowl team. If you can,
but I disagree. I disagree because San Francisco builds a team. They develop their players. We went to the Super Bowl in 2019. We struggled in 2020. 2021. Look at where we were last season. You build your roster to contend for multiple seasons.
You can do that.
You always want to reload, but still be relevant.
You can do that, but if you have the opportunity where you're a really good favorite to win next year, if you do this, that, and the other, then
why don't you just draft? Why don't you just develop your draft picks?
He said, how's that been working out for you?
Izzy, here's the thing. The Rams have built a team pretty. They haven't really
Look, Daniel, we were one play away from. We were only a drive away from potentially knocking you guys out of contention.
You can't really build a super team.
Jimmy G is garbage. Nick, shut up.
Address Izzy here. I was like, you can't really
I'm talking to Daniel here.
Daniel
asked me a question.
nerve. Daniel struck a nerve.
All right, Daniel. Let's see. You draft really well late in the draft. Let's see how that works out for you, bro.
They have drafted well late in the draft. I mean, Cooper Kupp wasn't a top pick.
Okay. I mean,
yeah.
Neither was George Kittle.
Yeah, but I mean, Cooper Kupp was the top receiver in the league this year. That's pretty substantial. Tight end.
John, we might have to get this guy on so you can talk shit and go fucking. You might have to bring this guy on so you can go wrecking ball on his ass.
No, it's an NFC West companion of mine. Let's do it. Come on, Daniel, get on TV, bro.
But yeah, Izzy, you can't really do super teams in the NFL because of how many players actually play and the salary cap. So it's not the same. In the NBA, you can get 3 guys and have the rest of the guys be not really that great and have a super team. So, and the Rams didn't get all these guys off free agency. They drafted a lot of them. Matt Stafford was their really major upgrade. So
yes, Daniel, we were in contract hell with Jimmy G. We still are. We still owe him $27 million, so we can't get shit out of it.
27 mil.
But maybe when Deshaun Watson's weird ass gets fucking booted out of Cleveland, they'll reconsider and come get Jimmy.
Like I said, I always kind of wanted Jimmy.
You should have had Jimmy.
I always
I would
kind of
love to
wanted
see
to.
him as a Cleveland Brown.
Izzy's fired up tonight, man.
Didn't you
Nick,
say?
you're really pissing Izzy off tonight.
I never said the Bucks were a super team. I don't think you could ever get me on tape saying the Bucks are a super team. I did see the Bucks were a very good team in the sense that they got Tom Brady in free agency, and they also, when you get Tom Brady, you also get Gronkowski as a package deal. But I don't think that equates you to be a super team. That is a team that should win the Super Bowl.
Daniel, don't get us started, buddy. Serious question. Thoughts on Trey? Holy shit.
Do you want all of our thoughts? Do you want all of our thoughts, Daniel, or do you want just John's?
I mean, well, we already know who Josh Allen is. So if Daniel doesn't know that Tony is in fact a Bills fan and Nick clearly is hanging from the Browns' ass. So does he want all of our opinions?
Go ahead. Oh man, it's getting serious down there. John, go ahead and give your opinion on Trey Lance.
He's a young raw talent, but he's going to come into the season this year and he's going to quiet a lot of the haters. That I'm sure of. I can promise you that.
I don't know if Trey Lance has many haters.
Sure he does.
I don't think there's a lot of Trey Lance haters.
He has Jimmy G fanatics within our fan base that are hoping he fails.
I don't even think Jimmy G fans are Trey Lance haters.
How the fuck would you know? You're a Browns fan.
Because I follow a lot of 49ers stuff. I don't think Jimmy G fans are Trey Lance haters. I think a lot of them are just agree with like what me and Tony think.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe if you had a Super Bowl contending team, maybe your quarterback's not an issue. Maybe you shouldn't trade a lot of future picks for a new quarterback when you have what's working. That's always been
what's working.
It's never
Why?
been.
We're gonna go down this rabbit hole again?
I've never been.
I'm not doing it.
I've never been anything against Trey Lance.
I'm not doing it.
Come on down.
I always said if you could get Trey Lance in the middle of the first round, then I don't see a problem you guys taking him. I always had a problem with what you gave up for him.
Wagner? Are you kidding me, Daniel? Are you really going to sit here and wave Wagner in front of my fucking face right now, bro? Let me tell you something about Wagner. You got him on the back end of his career. He's not half the man he used to be. But I will say this. I would rather see Trey versus Wagner than Wagner versus Jimmy. Because Jimmy just throws Wagner the ball. Jimmy likes to throw interceptions to linebackers right across the middle. So yes. Yes, Vaughn is, but nobody didn't think that Von Miller was a bust. Or at the back end of his career, slouching. He's now a Buffalo Bill on a ridiculous contract. I didn't doubt Von Miller. Bullshit. Do you know what his numbers? Do you know what his numbers were as a Ram?
Do you remember what his numbers were in the prime of his career? In the prime of his career, he was a impact defensive player. He was
the Aaron Donald. He was the Aaron Donald of his time.
Yeah, he was very similar. I mean, not the same position, but he was very similar in the impact that he had in the game. He's the type of guy that would take a good defense and make them great. And that defense in Denver, that when they won the Super Bowl, that was in his prime, and that was a great defense.
Daniel Caldron, do you know a guy named Daniel Brunskill? You spell your name similar. Brunskill was a second-tier player, a rotational player, who's AD's daddy. He actually handles AD like nobody else in the league. Not even a starter. You move him around, we move Brunskill around. You remember that, right?
Like
you remember Daniel Brunskill. It's amazing.
I said Daniel Brunskill is apparently the antidote to Aaron Donald.
He was.
He's like,
no, that's actually what Debo said, Daniel. That's actually what Debo said, Daniel. Aaron Donald, who? You remember that?
Man, Aaron Donald had the last laugh.
You win some, you lose some. You can't. We beat the Rams. Do you know how hard it is to beat a team 3 times in one season?
Yeah, it's hard.
You know, it's hilarious. You know what really pisses me off? I was going through the soundboards today.
Mm-hmm.
Not to change the subject. We'll get right back to Trey Lance, I promise. As I was going through the soundboards today, guess what song I saw? And I got pissed off that we missed this opportunity and we're way too late with our show. But it was the Harlem Shake. Remember how cool those videos used to be with the Harlem Shake?
That's actually a long time ago.
It was at least, what, 12?
10 years ago, 12 years ago.
About 12 years ago. Can we maybe bring back the Harlem Shake?
I don't know if we're strong enough to do that.
Con los terroristas.
Oh, God.
What was the Harlem Shake again? I always forget what that dance was.
Remember, like, you would be normal, and then when like the music does that like breakdown, you like got like a mask on, and you're like,
I remember that.
Those were so awesome. Remember, we wanted to do one at the jail. It would have been fucking sick.
Eric Shea would have had a field day with that one.
All right, so Daniel just asked if we're on every day. We're barely even a show, Daniel, at this point. We're just waiting for YouTube. We're waiting for
YouTube is shutting us down any day.
You're not allowed to play these songs, okay? Our first month, we had like 5 strikeouts with YouTube. We had to attend a class. Next thing you know, I think YouTube just gave up on us and allows us to just play these songs. And they're just like, fuck it. These strikes, these guys are not scared of strikes. So we've been rolling with it. We're just waiting to sign on one day and say that we're no longer a YouTube channel. But until then,
you'll find us on Twitch recovering this platform. We will probably lose this channel. There's no doubt about it at any point. But
Tuesdays at 9 p.m. We're on a Tuesdays and at 9 p.m. And if you show up on a Tuesday at 9 p.m. and you see that there's no Locker Room Rant, maybe try typing in the Locker Room Can't, because we are going to change our name and come back just as strong.
Daniel, you guys won the NFC Championship game. I'm not ashamed to say it. You beat us, man. We beat you. And then we lost the one that really counted the most. So that was tough. But you got to admit, San Francisco fans could take over SoFi Stadium like nobody else, right? Izzy, as far as Jason Poe, I have not really paid attention about Jason Poe, but as far as Hufanga and Juwan Jennings, like I knew Juwan was going to be phenomenal. Kyle said he's better than they could have hoped for. He's really coming into this. They had a hard time covering him last year. He's a great route runner. Like Juwan Jennings is going to be nasty this year. I promise you that. As far as Talanoa Hufanga, that dude is going to be a problem. He's got a great mentor in Troy Polamalu. So he's got all the oversight he needs. He's got a Hall of Famer in his corner mentoring him. So the future is super promising, man. If you want to tell me about Jason Poe, I'd be willing to listen. But as far as Juwan Jennings, like, I'm stoked. And Hufanga is going to be a problem. So those are two great players I'm looking forward to.
Daniel, thanks for the subscribe, buddy. We'd love to have you in the chat. We bring on guests frequently. So if you truly do want to come on sometime, talk about your Rams, talk shit to John, interdivision rivals. We're all about talking shit, getting John all fired up. This has been a very mild show, Daniel. So if you're enjoying this show, I recommend going back the last few weeks because it's been absolutely fucking bonkers. John, when he gets going on his Trey Lance kick and then Nick starts adding a little fuel to the fire, there's no telling what can happen. It gets absolutely insane.
See, here's the thing, Daniel. We're kind of like toning down our Trey Lance and Jimmy Garoppolo talk because we can't talk about it forever. At some point in time, we got to talk about something else because it's the same.
I mean, no, we just at some point we just have to let all of our arguments have to take the back burner so that Trey can get on the field and we can see what he's got. Ultimately, we could sit here and we can argue till the cows come home, but Trey needs to get on the field. He needs his reps. He's quarterback one, and Jimmy's gone.
But if
in my opinion, Jimmy is a goner.
If you want some interesting Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo talk, go back about a month. Go back about a month and watch some of those videos. You'll get a lot of interesting conversation there.
And since it is Daniel's first time coming out with us, I don't think he's been quite introduced to the dueling banjos played by none other than Nico down below.
Sometimes you just need to just take off the steam, and it just is what it is.
So, without further ado, let's get some dueling banjos going.
Cover your eyes, Daniel. Cover your eyes. Cover your eyes, Daniel.
It's a fan favorite. It lightens up the show. It lightens up the show.
It's not a fan favorite. It's
really not.
I think it's just a Tony favorite. I could not get enough of the dueling banjo.
Izzy's a big fan of the dueling banjos.
Man, that is awesome. Izzy hates that. Izzy hates that.
I think she wouldn't mind it nearly as much. It's just it's a crotch shot, and she just, you blame her?
If you guys had to just go through and just quickly give your playoff picks for this year, NFL conference, division by division, just division winners. We'll just go division winners.
No, there's something. I'm terrible at divisions.
I don't know how you are. I don't know how you're on a sports show and you don't even know the different NFL divisions.
I kind of, but I'm not like totally great on them.
Are you looking them up right now?
Yes.
I was going to help him by just giving him the divisions, dude.
I can start with the AFC North.
No, start with the AFC
East, like a normal human.
Kid.
Okay. So, we'll go.
Can we all just go Buffalo with that?
Tony, just get all right, Nick. AFC East, Buffalo, Miami.
I don't think it's going to be as much of a walkthrough as you think it is. I think Miami's going to be really good. I'm still going Buffalo.
All three of us.
I think all three of us do that.
I got the Bills.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, North, Nick.
I think it's going to be the Browns.
Yeah.
All right, I got the Bengals.
I'll take the Bengals as well.
South.
South.
Man, the South is so bad. um, I'm still gonna go with the Titans.
Titans. John, you like the Colts though. Where are you going with that one?
Yeah, Colts. He thinks Matt Ryan's gonna do wonders for him.
I was going to say the Colts. I have the Colts coming out. Because I do believe in Matt Ryan. I think he's excellent. Scott, is that you? No, that's not. That's not. Scott's the fish whisperer. That's his brother. What's up, brother?
What's up? AFC West. Do we all? We said the Titans. John said the Colts.
Yeah.
AFC West. I'm still gonna go with Kansas City Chiefs.
We're gonna have some different teams on this one. John, who are you going with?
Man, this is a tough one. This was the one I was really looking forward to because you've got Denver, Kansas City, and the Chargers.
You really
not
like
really.
the Chargers.
I'm not really. I do. I like the Chargers. I really do. It is Nick. What's up, Nick? Thanks for coming out, man. I appreciate you. We got to get you guys on the show. We need to get that scheduled, man.
Not to mention, we just I feel like English accent will add a little class to the show.
This isn't them, Nick.
Oh, this isn't them?
No, this is Scott and his brother Nick and his buddy Bo run a Kansas City channel.
I thought they were Kansas City fans from the UK.
No.
Okay.
I'm sure they could.
The UK right now are
sure they
sleeping
could-
because it's like 4 a.m.
I'm sure they could. I'm sure they could do an English accent if you want them. If you want them to, it's just
sorry about that, Nick.
I'm sure Nick can dig deep if you wanted to.
I think the Kansas City Chiefs. There's an off chance the Kansas City Chiefs are better than they were last year with this team. And I know that sounds kind of crazy because no Tyreek Hill, but I think they have better other players. I think they've surrounded themselves with better receivers as a whole.
I can do a shitty English accent.
I know Denver is a popular pick there too. Getting
Scott from the Kingdom Live podcast, guys. This guy, you guys, if anybody wants to check out a Kansas City, if you guys know Kansas City fans, send them out that way. The Kingdom Live podcast.
All right, so who do you guys want in the AFC West?
I'll tell you what. I really like what the Raiders did this offseason. I'm going with the Raiders, man. I'm going with the Raiders.
I don't think it's going to be as fruitful as people think.
Why?
Going to get the best wide receiver in football?
Dude, don't you understand that all four teams are better than they were last year?
I think that Devontae Adams, he's good, but I don't think I think his numbers are greatly influenced by the fact that he had Aaron Rodgers on his throwing him the football.
Okay, yeah, but the problem is that he was the only one receiving the football.
Yeah, but Rodgers picks
Derek Carr can make the throws, so he didn't really. He's not like it's a downgrade, but it's not like
it's a huge downgrade.
I wouldn't say huge.
He went from a Lamborghini to a Chevy Malibu.
Garbage. He went from a Lamborghini to a BMW.
Car. This is a decent car. Chevy Malibu is a decent car. Me and Tony had one for a decade. But when compared to the Lamborghini, not very good.
I would say Lamborghini to a BMW.
No.
I'll tell you what.
I don't think Derek Carr is that great.
When you really boil it down, I think Derek Carr has the best weapons around him in the entire NFL. I take his weapons over anybody.
I mean, he's got
he did all he did last year, all those good numbers and stuff. Darren Waller barely played last year. And when he did play, he was banged up. He basically did that all with Hunter Renfrow. And now he has Hunter Renfrow still.
Mhm.
He has Devontae freaking Adams coming over here.
Mhm.
A healthy Darren Waller. I think those three pieces are the best three pieces in the entire NFL.
I mean, they're good.
Now
They're good.
comparable.
Oh, they're
would be-
great.
I think Adams is a legitimate number one. So I mean, he's got a number one. He's got Renfro, who's he proved that he could kind of do number one type stuff, and now he's going to be a number two. And also you have Waller, who the year before that offense basically ran through. So yeah, they're going to be okay. They're going to be good. I'm not sold on their defense. Like, I'm not sold on Derek Carr himself. Like, I think he's good. I just don't think he's great.
He's got great weapons this year, so we'll see.
Yep.
John, who'd you go with?
I'm trying to decide. I'm really struggling here between, like, I don't want to see Russell Wilson succeed any more than, the next 49er fan, but I'm struggling between the Chargers and the Chiefs right now, because there's some unfinished business in that division, man. Between Kansas City, the Raiders, and the Chargers. I'll go with Kansas City.
All right.
Plus, who'd the Raiders get on defense? Didn't they sign like Khalil Mack or some shit?
No,
Was it
the
Khalil
Chargers got Khalil Mack.
Yeah, Chargers got Khalil Mack.
They signed someone a big name on defense too.
They re-signed Crosby.
No, they brought someone over, big name.
Chandler Jones.
Yeah.
Izzy, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Izzy.
Freaking Izzy. You don't even need Google when Izzy's around.
Memory of an elephant, dude. Fantastic.
Yeah, I think they're going to be awesome. I think the Raiders are going to be awesome this year. Nonetheless, John, who'd you end up going with?
Kansas City.
Should we just do our yearly bet? Should we just mark these down now?
Their injuries could happen and stuff like that. Like,
I say we
closer.
do this in the preseason. That's the date that we had on our last one. We did it right before the first week of preseason.
I think we're going to mark it in stone. Then we might as well wait till preseason.
Okay.
Granted, that was
Right now we're just
year's.
spitballing. Right now we're just kind of making small talk here. NFC East.
I'm going to go Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's honestly hard not to, because they got better, and they still have a stout defense. So I will also agree with Philadelphia.
I'm going to stick with the Cowboys.
They got worse. They regressed.
They got worse because they lost.
They didn't
Randy
do
Gregory.
shit.
But listen, the offense was still a pretty prolific offense. And I don't think they got much worse on the offensive side, if any. So I think they'll be fine. And I just don't – I have no confidence in any of the teams in back of them. I don't think Carson Wentz is going to lead you anywhere. I don't think the Giants have done anything to make me assume that they're going to be better. And the Philadelphia Eagles, I just don't have any trust in Jalen Hurts. I don't.
Why?
Because I don't think he's good. I think they're not
He's better than Baker.
There's not the same type of. No, he isn't. They're not
Yeah,
the
he
same.
was.
No, he's not better than Baker.
He is better than Baker.
Baker was about as good as him with half an arm.
Bullshit.
Okay? With one arm. Jalen Hurts and the addition of AJ Brown I don't think it's going to matter all that much, because I don't think Jalen Hurts is going to be able to deliver him the ball. So
No, Nick, I am not. I have absolutely no faith in Wentz whatsoever at this point. I don't. A great defense. Washington has a great defense, but I will never be sold on Wentz. Never.
I mean, I can see the Washington's defense like taking a step up and winning them games. I just have no confidence in Wentz being able to win you games.
I mean, I think he can win games, but he can also lose games.
Like I think that was probably the dumbest move of this offseason was Washington going after Carson Wentz.
Why?
Because
they didn't want Baker fucking Mayfield. They didn't want Jimmy fucking G.
They should have.
So
they should
why?
have.
Why should they have?
God,
we lost Nick again.
It's not such a bad thing.
I don't know what he's doing over there, bro.
He's always doing something.
Let's keep him just like that, though.
He's too much. So who do you got in the you taking the Eagles too, John?
I am.
You know what? I cheer for Chase Young.
Sure. Of course we should.
I just
I should. You shouldn't.
I don't know why. I just like Chase Young. Probably because, living in Columbus, you get to see him every. We need all the squirt delivered now to silence him. Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, to make a long story short, I like Chase Young. I think it's the Eagles' division this year. I think they got better on defense, which they already had a really good defense. And I mean, when you pick up a guy like AJ Brown, that's a freaking difference maker, man. They got players. They got players all over the field. They still got
a great defense. They have a great defensive line. They're in good shape, man. I do like Philadelphia for that division. I'm not going to buy into Washington beating or winning the division. The Giants are a bust. Dallas has gotten worse. They did not get better. So, yeah.
Yeah, Daniel, we watch college football as well. We watch it all, buddy. How about the NFC North?
Green Bay.
Nick?
This is one of the ones that I'm not necessarily too great on. It's Green Bay, Chicago,
Detroit,
Vikings,
Minnesota,
and Detroit. I'm going to go with Green Bay. I think Green Bay lost Devontae Adams, but it's my opinion that I think Rodgers is just going to latch on to a next good receiver, and they got a couple young guys in the draft that I think have a little promise. So I think Green Bay is going to take that.
I'm going on the limb. I'm going out on the limb, and I'm going to go with the Minnesota Vikings.
Wow.
I don't know why you can. I don't know how you can just replace Devontae Adams with just whoever and think you're going to be the same team on the other end. I think something happens with Rodgers this year, no matter what that is. I don't know if he steps away. He ends up stepping away or some shit like that.
Why, you think he's not himself? You think he's not himself?
He's going to play.
I watched the match with Tom Brady, Josh Allen, Mahomes, the little golf thing that they did.
And he was utterly miserable.
He not only was he miserable, he just kept talking about like stepping away from the game. And I see the end. The end is near. Like just like dropping these like that guy doesn't.
Like what the fuck is the organization thinking listening to that shit?
Yeah, but he also is a egomaniac that refuses to lose. So
I think I'm with Daniel. I think he regresses this year. And I think he has a big drop off. Mind you, just about I think it was about 3 years ago. I think that's when I traded him in fantasy in my keeper league. He fell way off about 3 years ago. Then
He
like
came
two,
back up.
then the last 2 years he won the MVP. But 3 years ago he was like barely doing shit. I think they still went to the playoffs and did all that stuff, but his numbers fell off, and I
Got
see him
spanked
going
by my
back.
Niners.
When you stop giving a shit about football, you can't play football. You have to love playing football.
But I don't think he doesn't. I don't think he doesn't love football. I think he's just an asshole. That's the difference. Like I think he really cares about winning. I just think he's an asshole.
Yep, that's what Izzy says. The same thing. He's a drama queen asshole.
For once, me and Izzy.
And he is. I mean, he really is though. Like he's an asshole. There's no doubt about it, right? But I'm not going to sit here and say that like he's going to regress because they got better. They got Christian. What's his name?
Christian Watson. I think that
Christian Watson.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did they not get what's his face from? I forget where he played last year, but he played for Kansas City the year before.
They did lose Zadarius Smith. They did. That was huge.
The kid who's played.
Who?
The kid who's Sammy Watkins. Did they not pick up Sammy Watkins?
I don't remember hearing that.
I don't remember hearing it either. But I mean, I still think that okay, like Izzy's got a point. There's a dark horse in that division.
Yeah, they got Sammy Watkins.
Detroit is that team that I was picking every week to win, even if they lost. I was drinking the fucking Kool-Aid. I still am. Just don't know if they can beat Rodgers. Fuck it, surprise me and do it.
I don't think they're good enough yet.
They're very well coached.
I think that team needs another year.
And they did have a great draft also.
Yeah. I think that team needs another year's worth of draft picks, another year's worth of signing some free agents, and then we'll start to talk. But I don't think they're ready to compete just yet.
Who?
Detroit.
Listen, Detroit's going to compete. Whether they're going to win any fucking
game,
well,
I'm saying compete for the division. They'll compete in games, but I don't think they'll compete for the division this year.
Why not? The Bears are hot garbage. They lost. They don't have receivers.
Yeah, but they're not.
Minnesota is a toss-up.
They're not on Green Bay's caliber, and they're not even on Minnesota's caliber. And I'm not even high on Minnesota. Like they're still a bottom tier team with bottom tier talent. Like they got some good guys in the draft. We'll see if those guys materialize. You know, not every draft pick. Every draft pick looks good before they go on the field. But yeah, we'll see if those draft picks materialize. We'll see if the team gets any more chemistry, and then we'll see how they perform. But as of right now, I think they're still a bottom tier team. And Daniel, you say Watkins, like Watkins in quotation marks, like sarcastically, but I could totally see Watkins gelling with Aaron Rodgers and becoming a 1,400 yard receiver. He has that capability.
Yo, what's up, bro?
So what's next? So we just
South.
Man, hot garbage. There's no way the Bucks don't win this division.
Saints, really? You're giving not even the Saints a fighting chance, huh?
No, the Saints aren't gonna do anything. First of all, Kamara's not playing. Is he? I mean, he's got to be suspended, right?
I don't know what to. I literally haven't heard a damn thing about him.
So if you're saying so if Kamara doesn't play, and you're going in with Jameis Winston as your starting quarterback, I mean, I get it. They did some good things, and they're going to get Michael Thomas back full health. They signed Jarvis Landry and who's the rookie receiver that they got? Olave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are probably going to be a good 3 weapons right there, but I don't think that's enough. Their defense is good too, but yeah, I don't think it's enough. I think the Bucks.
Tampa Bay is going to win that division, dude.
Totally have way more talent than any other team in that division.
The Saints are not beating them this year. It's I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid on Jameis. I don't give a shit.
I think the gap closed a little bit from last year. I'll still pick the Bucks, but I think the gap's closing. But we'll continue on to John's division. Go ahead, Nick.
Rams. I listen. It is what it is. I don't even think John should really argue with that. Theoretically, we've talked about how good the Rams are. It's not even really a knock on his team. I don't think they're going to be as good with Trey Lance as they were Jimmy, but that's another argument. But the other team, Seattle, is a rebuilding team, so they're not going to compete. And Arizona, I think I'm not a believer in Kyler Murray. I don't think Kyler Murray is as good as people say he is. He plays in an air raid offense, so he gets a lot of stats, but never really materializes too much success. It's really the 49ers Rams division, and I'm going to go with the defending Super Bowl champions who seem to be getting better.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself.
Do you argue?
Yeah, I argue, you fucking clown. Did you pick the fucking Bengals?
No.
Why the fuck should I pick the Rams, you fucking idiot?
Because I think the Browns are more talented than the Bengals.
Why?
I don't.
What the fuck were the Browns doing when the Bengals were playing in the Super Bowl?
I don't think you logically can.
The Bengals got better since the Super Bowl.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, they did.
They did a little bit. They bolstered their offensive line a little bit. I'll give you that. But the Browns have gotten much better.
Dude, the 49ers are winning the NFC West.
Okay. They came in third last year.
And that was a good year.
They came in third last year.
That was not a good year. That year started out in shambles. Do you remember that?
Okay.
I mean, not really. You guys started off 2-0.
Started off 2-0.
And we lost the next fucking, 4?
Well, you got to think.
5?
Jimmy was banged up.
Jimmy wasn't banged up. Jimmy fucking sucks.
You don't legitimately think that there are better odds that the 49ers that the 49ers win that division.
Why? My defense is better this year than it was last year. The secondary got twice as good as it was last year, and the defensive line just got even better.
I mean,
mark this down right now. The San Francisco 49ers are the top 2 defense in football, period.
But even if that is true, which I'm not necessarily sure if that is true or not, like the Rams have still gotten better. The Rams were still the Super Bowl champions, the division winners by 2 games, and they got better. They got much more talent than they did last year.
I'll tell you a recipe.
That's not true.
A recipe for disaster in the NFL historically has been a young, inexperienced quarterback playing behind a non-cohesive offensive line. That's been a recipe for disaster. Now, I will say, Joe Burrow just went to a fucking Super Bowl with a terrible offensive line. But he was more experienced. He was in year 2, played year 1, played a lot in college.
A 5th-year senior.
So I'm worried about his.
Did he play a lot in college? Because He left the Buckeyes because he couldn't win a spot there.
He was still on the team. He still was in college for 5 years.
Okay.
Played college football for 5 years.
Played 2.
All right.
Played 2 years at an extremely high level.
At LSU, Ohio State. All I'm saying is
Joe wants to jump in for the last final thoughts.
I worry about him. I worry about Trey, and I worry that he's being set up to disappoint, to be honest. You guys had a hell of a year last year. And I've said this in shows before. Jimmy, no matter how bad he is, which John, I know he's bad, buddy. But the record is the record. That's going to stay with him.
I know, but but I thought we agreed that record was not just Jimmy, right?
You're absolutely
like you got
right.
a class project and you're all working on it, but Jimmy's going to get all the credit.
I don't think Jimmy gets all the credit, but he gets some of the credit.
But
dude, you are literally, you can't get his dick out of your mouth.
Well, that's the thing. That's the difference between you say Jimmy gets all the credit. No, Jimmy doesn't get all the credit, but he does get
from
some
you.
of the credit. He does get some of the credit. No, my opinion on Jimmy G all the time has been that Jimmy G could win with a good team around him. That's it. And I think you guys had a good team, so Jimmy G can win.
The record still is with him as a starting quarterback. Now, what sucks for Trey.
Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that, man. Good point. Been saying that all along.
I know, but what if the team isn't as? What if the team isn't?
The team
as
is
good?
better. The team is going to be better.
Then they should at least make the NFC Championship next year.
Where do you get that though? How's the team better? You guys were great, phenomenal last year. How is it?
We're not
better?
phenomenal. We weren't. We were sloppy. We weren't phenomenal. You were phenomenal. We weren't phenomenal.
You guys got further than he did.
You guys got further than us. I don't know what you're talking about.
Barely, Tony. Barely.
That whole argument when it circles around to that, because it's circled around to that and touch on. You were phenomenal, but you went further. Barely.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm not lying, bro. We were sloppy.
Okay, you still got further. Even if it was barely, you guys got further.
Bottom line, I just hope if he goes 9-8, I hope you guys and you guys barely miss the playoffs. I hope he isn't put. I'll be honest with you. You know that stupid game we play on our phone, John? What's it called? Retro Bowl.
Retro Bowl, yeah.
I still play Retro Bowl. After I'm in year like 86, and I think I have 84 Super Bowl titles. It's something ridiculous. My last year, I picked the 49ers to be the head coach of the 49ers, and I'm playing with the 49ers. And I got this stud running back. I'm running the ball like every play, getting like 300 yards a game, 5 touchdowns. And I remember thinking, like, if this was real life, they'd be calling for my fucking quarterback's head right now. And I just won the Super Bowl. But because he didn't put up the stats, they'd be calling for my head.
You know what I always think's the craziest? This is like probably one of the craziest thing about 49ers arguments that I hear on a consistent basis. It's that game when they went to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. It was the game against the Packers. And they're like, Jimmy only threw the ball 8 times. Yeah, you guys won that game by like 14 points. And that's with Green Bay scoring like 20 points. Why are we having the radio voice? Yeah, I mean, like, you didn't need Jimmy to throw. Why would he throw if you didn't need it? Like, that's what I don't get. Is this a new thing or is this just somebody fucking up? Like, I'm not even sure what's going on.
That's John's thing.
Okay. Oh, okay.
This is
Yeah.
this is my thing.
They bring that up. They bring that up as an argument. Like, it's not really an argument. You guys won that game. You guys dominated that game with the run game. Jimmy didn't have to do anything. Why would Jimmy do something that he doesn't have to do? Like that argument when they bring that game up boggles my mind.
I'm sorry. What game are we talking about?
The Packers, when you guys beat the Packers to go into the Super Bowl, and you guys complain that Jimmy G didn't do anything. He didn't have to. He didn't have to. Why would he?
Yeah,
do
but
something that he doesn't have
that's because we did not trust him.
No, it's
throw
not
the
that you
football.
trust him. It's just that the running game. You guys ran for over 300 yards. You guys didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, but should you have to do that?
I mean, if you are doing it, why not?
Like you can't be a balanced football team.
But if you're running the ball,
you're going to the fucking Super Bowl for God's sake. You're trying to make it to the Super Bowl for God's sake, and
good
you
job.
can't show the world that you're a balanced football team.
Why do you want to show the world? Why not just go into the Super Bowl to show them there?
You love style points, bro. You love style points. I don't get it. And I know what you're gonna say. Well, your fucking quarterback throws for 500 yards.
His team would never rush for 300 yards.
That's not my fault. They can't get a running back in Buffalo.
You just need
But
style.
that's
points.
not the point. The point is,
Actually, they do have a running back in Buffalo now.
The point is, why are you criticizing Jimmy G because he didn't do something he didn't have to do?
What's up, Brandon? Good to see you, fam.
Like that, that argument that always annoyed me.
You kind of do look. You kind of do look like Kyle Shanahan, John.
A little bit. If Kyle Shanahan had like a bigger beard.
If I was Kyle Shanahan, Jimmy would have been gone a long fucking time ago.
damn right he would have been.
I'm convinced that the guy on the bottom never watches.
Actually, you know what? I watch every game. I watch every 49ers game because I always want to talk 49ers with John. I watch every single game.
Izzy is.
You know
wondering,
what, Joe? The truth is, he watches, but he's so used to being a fucking Browns fan that, I mean, mediocre to shit fucking play is something he's completely used to.
Mediocre.
He doesn't know good. He doesn't know good football if it smacked him in the fucking mouth.
I would kill for the success that the 49ers have had over the past 5 years.
Well, there's a good chance that your fucking whack job weirdo, diabolical, horny quarterback ends up suspended for the season.
I would kill that.
If the Browns were smart,
I would kill that.
If the Browns were smart, they'd void his contract, get the fuck away from him, come and get Jimmy G.
How does
you get your dream come true?
R. Kelly can't attack us, right?
No, he's pretty much canceled. He can't. He's canceled. It's probably the one soundbite we can use that even if YouTube wanted to punish us, they just be like, we're not even going to embarrass ourselves. we don't even consider that a copyright. He's a dirtbag.
But yeah, I'd kill for that success. I would be happy as shit if my team made the Super Bowl and the AFC Championship in 5 years.
Okay.
I would love that.
Being a Cleveland fan is living in hell. Can Nick let Tony answer, please?
Oh yeah. I guess Tony, your pick.
Am I picking the Rams? I got news for you, Izzy. The Rams look good on paper, but damn it. I got news for you, Izzy. Jimmy G's still on that roster. And until he gets off that roster, I'm rolling with the 49ers. I'm rolling with Jimmy G. I think he starts the season with that crazy ass team.
Jimmy does not start this season.
Jimmy is starting the season. They're going to roll the kid
he
out.
doesn't.
They're going to roll.
As long as he's there, there's always a chance.
They're going to roll the kid out nice and slow, then hand him the ball. Jimmy's going to get that trade bait up. They're going to trade him off into the sunset. He's going to go to a new team, take them to the Super Bowl. But until then, he is going to start with the 49ers, set them on the right path. He's going to hand the keys over to Trey. Trey's going to take them to the promised land. I'm going with the 49ers. Let's do it.
Jimmy doesn't have the keys. Jimmy is done. He is not going to be a 49er. He's going to heal up from his surgery. He's going to participate in some throwing in training camp, and then he's going to be shipped off to God knows where, probably Carolina or Cleveland if they get rid of their whack job quarterback.
Nice dance moves.
Thank you.
We got the worst dance moves ever on this.
No, Daniel, I am not saying the Rams. I am saying the 49ers are going to win the division. You guys are going to struggle with a Super Bowl hangover. You're not going to be half of what you think you're going to be, and it's going to be San Francisco's division, bro. Not just now, but for the next 5 years.
Man.
Mariah, what's up, family? Jesus, Nick, you didn't scare her away. I thought you scared her away forever.
There's no reason to be scared of me.
Well, 49ers minded.
No, not scared of you. I should have said just outright annoyed to the bone.
Hey, you should hate watch that though. You should be rooting for John to win battles on me.
So 49ers minded just asked for the Nico River dance. And I don't think we're in a place where we can let the fans down right now. So, Nick, whenever you're ready, buddy. Look how stupid you look.
God damn you.
Hey, you just shaved your face recently, huh?
I did.
Yeah, except the hair under his chin.
I used the wrong guard and I had to roll with it.
Look at the hair he missed under his chin. Look at it.
That chin's
That's a
looking rough.
chin. That's a chin stash. That's an understash.
I'm Greek. Give it like a day or two.
All right, let's go. River dance and go.
Dude, how embarrassing.
You need to get a sports bra.
You do. You should probably just. Can you just even just get just tie those titties back with something, bro? Anything. Get some fucking saran wrap. Tie that shit back. Jesus Christ.
Saran wrap.
No
Wrap
more.
that shit.
You're in with us today.
Oh shit! This show's so fun.
Yeah. Izzy says, "Wow, please bring the singing back. Anything but full screens." Oh shit!
All right.
That's some funny shit.
Well, we have our way too early playoff picks there.
Who you going with your pre too early MVP pick for the year?
MVP pick. Holy
I don't know
shit!
I don't know why John just doesn't roll it back.
No, because I'm picking Trey Lance.
Okay. All right. Trey Lance.
That's it. You're just going Trey.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't get me wrong. I don't mind the Trey Lance pick. But like we said a few weeks ago, when we started talking about Trey and his odds to win the MVP, Shanahan, I don't think is going to be playing for Trey to get a bunch of stats next year. I don't think that's the kind of. I don't think they play that way. I don't think he coaches.
He does? What if Trey Lance throws for 4,200 yards, 31 touchdowns, 14 picks, 500 yards rushing, 8 rushing touchdowns, and what?
I mean, that's a hell of a season.
Does that get it done? Does that get it done?
Probably not. There'll be someone that throws for 50 touchdowns now.
I tell you what, though, I kiss your ass if that happens.
I won't let you kiss my ass. Appreciate it, but I won't let you.
Kiss your ass that happens.
You're a typical Browns fan.
Live on the Locker Room Rant, ass kissing.
Really?
I'll drive all the way out there to John's house, and I'll kiss his ass if that happens.
I will not open the door. I will call the police. You will go down with every sexual harassment charge I can, just like your quarterback.
Is he Josh Allen as an MVP? He's definitely the front runner right now as far as odds are concerned. Personally, I would love to see that. We'll see. I think it's a real possibility. Obviously, if he has the best odds right now. Nick, who you going with, buddy?
I'm gonna go with Mr. Patrick Mahomes. I think that a lot of people are somewhat down on him because of Tyreek Hill, but I think there's a possibility that he actually does better. He has more weapons around him, and I feel like he possibly does better.
Okay, so he's going to lose an amazing wide receiver and do better somehow. Okay,
I think it's possible.
All right, I see Daniel obviously going with your Mr. Matthew Stafford. Killer year last year. I think he maxed out what he could possibly do last year. If he repeats last year, he's doing something good. I don't know, guys. I don't know why I keep going back to this Derek Carr thing. I think Derek Carr, I think he's going to have the record in that division. I think voters will look at that. If you come out of that division with Russell Wilson, Mahomes, Herbert, and you end up on top of that division, that gives you a leg up in the entire league conversation. I think he has the weapons to do it. And
you do know that Russell Wilson has weapons, and Russell's a better quarterback than Derek Carr. And for the first time in his career, he's going to have an offensive line. Well, I should say since the Legion of Boom and the Super Bowl time, the Super Bowl era there, for Russell's going to have probably the best offensive line of his entire career.
Yeah, but I don't think we don't know what those weapons are right now. Do we really know what Cortland Sutton is? Do we know what Jerry Jeudy is? We know that they're decent. We've seen them be decent. I don't think they're a DK Metcalf. I think they're. Go ahead.
I think people think Judy's a lot better than he is.
He is good.
I think the same thing about Sutton. Sutton's the same way.
I think.
Who was his quarterback? Like you guys are underestimating. Like dude, they get Russell now. Like they have a thrower of the football.
I think Sutton's proven a little more than Jeudy has, though.
Can you see Sutton having 1,000-yard season?
1,000?
Russell Wilson?
I think nowadays 1,000 isn't even a hard feat in the NFL.
You got to figure. First of all, there's 17 games. I mean, they play 17 games as opposed to playing 16 games. So that's a whole extra game to get to 1,000. On top of that, it's passing. Yeah, it's a passing league now too.
It's like 60 yards a game to get to 1,000.
Yeah, it's a passing league too. So you're talking back in the day. If you got 3,000 yards as a quarterback, that was a hell of a year. Now 3,000 yards, that ain't even gonna put you in MVP category. Like you have to get close to 4,000, if not over 4,000. Some guys even get to 5,000 some years.
Look at this comment right here by Nick.
I don't know. I mean, there have been quarterbacks that have done really well that aren't necessarily like uber talented, and have gotten MVP.
Who?
You think? Can't really think. I mean, it's happened. I know that. I can't really think in the past 5 years of who that could be, but I know it does happen. There's always people.
Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, Mahomes.
Yeah, there's always people in the conversation that you're like, oh man, they just had a really good year. Like I'll give you a good example. Kirk Cousins sometimes gets in that conversation. He never stays there, but he gets in it.
I've never seen Kirk Cousins in MVP. I've never seen Kirk Cousins in MVP conversation ever.
I'm saying he doesn't stay in it. Like it started last year, they were talking about it. Like the first half of the season, they were talking about Kirk Cousins possibly being MVP.
I never heard that.
I did.
No, you did.
Yes, it is.
Dude, he's talking out of his ass.
No, I did.
What the fuck was Kirk Cousins ever in an MVP conversation?
Yeah, there were people that they said Lamar Jackson, Kirk Cousins, they were in MVP talks the first half of the year. TL was just talking about it the last couple shows, the 2 shows ago. So he started off the year with a lot of yards and a decent amount of touchdowns. But then the team fell flat and then he went out. But he was still in the conversation for a little bit.
Joe said Sutton and Judy will both have 100. They'll both have 1,000 yards this season.
Yeah, I mean they very well may.
I think that's absolutely doable there.
Yeah, they very well may.
I mean that easily puts him in the conversation for an MVP. If he has 2 receivers with 1,000 yards and he throws for 5,000 yards and 36 touchdowns,
sure, that puts you in the MVP conversation right there. But if he has 2,000-yard receivers, he might not have. I mean, I think Russell Wilson's going to be in that conversation. Let me just preface this by that.
I don't have Derek Carr there, but I would say I would agree with Daniel. Like I chose Herbert. I thought Herbert could very well have an MVP season. But for the sake of everything holy and faithful, I'm going to say Trey.
I would bet my house on Trey Lance not winning MVP next year.
Oh, good. Maybe I'll own your fucking house.
Hopefully,
and I'll throw you the fuck out of it.
Hopefully, you'll cut the grass.
My grass is looking phenomenal.
Cut the grass. I'll open the mail. You kidding me?
My grass is looking phenomenal.
Nick. Last time I was at Nick's house was I don't know. It must have been like June of last year.
I think it was
July.
It was
like August. And I walked in and it was decked out with Easter decorations everywhere I looked. Just Easter eggs and Easter bunnies like everywhere.
The fucking Easter bunny was blown up against the neighbor's fence. Just stuck there.
No, I don't decorate. I don't decorate outside for Easter.
Pull your shit, dude.
Easter.
He had what? What did he have on the front door? What was the decoration there?
I put an Easter egg wreath.
What was it? A Christmas wreath in June?
No, it was an Easter egg wreath.
In June.
No, I have an Easter wreath that I put on the door.
What was on your front door all year long?
I mean, I had my Christmas wreath up pretty much right before I put my Easter wreath up.
So you basically had your Christmas wreath up all year long.
No, My Easter wreath goes up around April.
And sticks around till December 23rd.
Sticks around till about September.
It was so weird walking in there. It was really weird. The salt shakers were like little bunnies. It was just like it was a bad fucking dream. It was like I was like in Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, it's
Joseph said he's gonna have a Tim Couch jersey in the mail. That's how often he checks. That's how often he checks it.
I wish. I always said, Joe, that Tim Couch is one of the most underrated Browns quarterbacks of all time.
No joke, fam. Nick's mail stacks up 30 inches high. He's always confused as to why he doesn't know about this, that, or the other. And you look over on the counter, and he's just got a pile of mail. Has no idea why this was changed or that was changed.
I have a water bill. I have a water bill. I got an electric bill. I got like 5 major bills I pay. You want to get a hold of me? You call me on the phone like a man.
Oh, yeah, you fucking hillbilly. Because you're the only fucking customer that they have to worry about. Oh, we better call Nick and let him know he's 6 months late on his water bill. We better call Nick and let him know he hasn't paid his mortgage.
Something's changed. You call me on the phone.
So
yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll wait for you.
So Nick,
call you.
Nick, will you say that Easter Bunny salt and pepper shaker? I went and picked
Alice in Wonderland.
when I saw this at his house, I went and picked him up to go golfing. And when we got to the golf course, there was a girl that was working at the golf course. And I asked her, I said, let me ask you something. If a guy took you back to his place and you walked in and it's September and you see Easter Bunny salt and pepper shakers, what are you gonna do? She's like, I'm getting out of there. I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Exactly. Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, she has to use a machete just to get through the yard to the front door.
Sorry, my yard looks beautiful right now.
Yeah.
Pristine.
Does it?
Pristine. Just cut it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a landscaping company came and did it.
You're so full
Who gave you that number? Who gave you that number?
You gave me the number for the weed man to come and spray my lawn. Did a great job.
I gave you the number for the weed man because the weeds were bigger than the trees.
No weeds whatsoever. Trumbull versus weed man.
Why do I feel like John's phone probably has multiple weed mans stored?
I said John used to be the Trumbull Mercer weed man. This guy took it over. This guy, John sold that business a while ago. This guy decided to make it a landscaping company.
Hey, my mom watches this show. Look.
That's hilarious.
Look at this.
We can't see it.
We can't see because
does it? Look at that. Can you see that from here? The green screen. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Does that look like fucking? Look at that. Look at that.
That's not a current picture. That's not a current picture. That's false advertisement. That's false advertisement. Drive by that now. Looks pristine.
That's the picture I had to use to get the weed man to go over there. Look at all the dandelions.
Nick, do you still have the
I'm pretty sure they're filming Jurassic Park in your fucking front lawn.
That's false advertising. Show a current picture.
Do you still have
I don't have a current picture. I like to use this one.
Do I still have what?
Do you still have your Christmas manger that you made out of wood in your front lawn?
No.
Took it down.
No, he just has a tarp over it.
I took that down a while ago.
I tell you, you missed your calling. You should sell those on Etsy.
Shit. It was actually quite amazing that I was able to build
Oh
that.
shit, dude! You should build mangers for Etsy.
It was actually quite amazing that I was able to build that thing. I was very proud of myself.
What a waste! What a waste of time. You wasted your calling for sure. You should have built manger. You should build mangers.
Do you guys have any would you rathers or could you eithers or anything fun?
Nah. No, nothing fun. I think just go into final thoughts, I guess.
Ooh, Izzy, I do. There's a Funko, Izzy, right there.
Yeah.
Look at that Funko.
They should make a Funko Pop of that.
It'd be the least selling Funko Pop of all time.
Correction.
It would be
the best selling Funko Pop.
It would be the shittiest Funko Pop. Let me tell you something, Tony. You got to find me a picture of Nick when he was in the military in boot camp.
I don't think any of those. I don't have
those
any,
glasses.
I don't have any of that.
Those glasses that he had. Oh my God, bro! Those he could have seen the future with those things, bro.
Yeah, they're terrible. The ugliest things on earth.
So,
Nick, you have a photo of that. You do.
Yeah.
I know you do.
I have a bunch of photos.
Share it. Share it.
I don't have them with me. They're at my mom's house.
Liar.
can you wear the Latrell Sprewell jersey next show?
Sure. Sure, I can wear the Latrell Sprewell jersey next show.
Daniel wants to
No
know if
way,
we're
Daniel. The NBA is not boring. The NBA is on fucking fire. This has been one of the best seasons in NBA. This is one of the best seasons of basketball. I love this past
I
season.
mean, it's
The playoffs
it's-
were great. The finals are excellent. You have two good teams. Hell no, man. I'm not bored at all with the NBA.
For some reason, I loved the NBA. I mean, I thought the NBA play was not great, but for some reason, I loved the NBA because it gave me something to root against when LeBron and the Cavs would go to the finals against the Warriors. To me, that was the best because I hated LeBron so much.
This is for you, Is
Who is that?
Jason Tatum.
Oh, okay. Figures that's why we can't see it. It's
What
amazing
the fuck do you mean you can't see it?
It's amazing.
What
how
can't you see?
We can't see anything because it's a lot of the stuff's green on that because he's from the Celtics.
You can't see his face, you hillbilly?
All Funko Pops look the same, John. The only difference is whether it's a black Funko Pop or a white Funko Pop.
This addiction is all thanks to Mariah. She did this to me. She did this. And as soon as I can get a Steph Curry Funko Pop under $100, I'll have one too. But there's a reason why I don't, because I can't find one under 100. It's bullshit. There's no reason that a Steph Curry Funko should be fucking over. Dude, some of them are 280. Like insane. So anybody over there, Bashar, Joe, Mariah, if you guys find a Steph Curry Funko, I will Venmo you shipping costs, everything.
I'm kind of shocked that a Steph Curry Funko Pop's the hardest one to get.
It's just so expensive. It wasn't even, it was even before the finals. He was still over 100. And some of the autographed ones go 3 and 4 and 500.
I would figure like LeBron would be higher. I figure Giannis would be higher.
No, I got Giannis.
I figure like Devin Booker might be higher.
Devin Booker doesn't even have a Funko Pop. Devin Booker hasn't existed in the postseason. He doesn't get a fucking Funko Pop.
I figure Luka might be. I figure like Jokic might be.
Nick, Joseph.
Mariah, tell me where to look. I went on eBay, Mercari. Fuck. I've gone just about everywhere except Craigslist.
Nick, are we going to show Joseph your dance moves for the drill sergeant?
I never.
Joe, I
didn't
sent you
dance-
the link.
I didn't
I sent
dance.
you the
in front
link,
of
Joe, 40 minutes ago.
I didn't dance in front of my drill sergeant. My drill sergeant hated me.
All right, let's show him the dance. Ready?
Which one?
Oh, God. Cover your
Where's-
eyes, everyone.
Ursher.
No, I'm not doing it. No, we can't do Ursher.
Why? Why can't
Not right now. You don't do Ursher and then end the show.
Why are you so against Ursher? You sat right back down.
Yeah, not to end the show. That's got to be something we do in the middle.
Who the fuck is Ursher?
No, you can't.
Peace up, A-Town. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Oh, my God, dude. You know what?
Those were so bad.
This is, do you know why
I didn't
YouTube
want it.
won't kick us? Do you know
I
why
didn't
YouTube
want it.
won't kick us off the internet?
You guys made me do it.
Do you
That
know
was
why
terrible.
YouTube won't kick us off the internet? Because of Nick. They feel sorry for Nick. There's a special place for Nick. They
All right,
just
Nick.
won't take it away from him.
Nick, stand up real quick. Let's redeem yourself, buddy. I got a different one.
No, I don't want to. This is enough of the dancing. We're
You'll
already
like
at 2
this.
hours. We're already over 2 hours right now.
No, you'll like this one. I promise.
No, we're already over 2 hours right now.
I
We're
promise.
We're just extending right now.
Just stand up. It'll make my day.
Come on.
Come on, Nick.
You-
we
you
need
got
it.
this.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
What the fuck was
I didn't even know that
that?
was
What the
coming.
fuck was that? Look
I
like
didn't
you
even
were
know that-
working at SeaWorld calling
didn't
for
know
a fucking whale.
I didn't even know that was.
What were
coming.
you doing? What was that?
I didn't even know the Macarena was coming.
The Macarena? That was your version of the Macarena?
That was right.
It looked like you were calling fucking Free Willy.
Yeah, that was how you do. You want to do the Macarena? Put John on.
I don't
big
wanna
screen.
do it.
Have him do the Macarena.
I'm not doing the Macarena.
Put John on big screen.
You kidding me?
Put John on big
John.
screen. Have him do the Macarena if he's the fucking expert at the Macarena.
Oh, dude, I am always voting against you dancing at all costs.
Nick,
But
But
I
I
want,
think that YouTube really feels sorry for you, so they're not kicking us off the platform.
No,
Nick,
that,
I want you to come up with by our next show. I want you to come up with a Trey Lance dance. I'll try to find you a good song for it.
Just
And you
find
you
a
gotta
dance
do-
that's excellence, that radiates excellence.
You got to have the Trey Lance dance. And every time we talk about Trey Lance, we're going to start it off by you doing your Trey Lance dance.
man, I don't know if I could even think of a dance for Trey Lance.
It
Trey
could, be
Lance,
something, it could be something so stupid, but you just
he's
have
so
to do it.
milk. He's so milk toast that I don't even know if there's anything we can make fun of him on.
Because
We're
he's
not
a
making
fucking
fun of him.
leader.
Not making fun of him. It's just a dance we're going to do before we talk about Trey Lance. It has nothing to do with Trey Lance. Will you have that ready by next show?
I'll try my best.
You're gonna do what, Nick?
So I'll try my best.
John,
How about
you can't do the radio thing actually makes us think that something's wrong with his audio.
no, Tony? This one, he actually believed there was something wrong with his audio.
So did I.
It's the same thing. It's like the same thing.
Okay, guys.
Oh, shit.
We're at 2:04.
Exactly, Mariah. Lance will make you dance, motherfucker. He will.
All right. Final thoughts.
You're in for a rude awakening.
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Nick, hit us off.
Devin Haney beat our Greek brethren George Kambosos in a fight in the title fight this last Saturday. it was nice to have a Greek champion for a while. Devin Haney's a very good fighter. I feel like his future, as long as he's a really boring fighter, he's boring to me like Mayweather is.
He's not fucking boring. You're fucking boring.
He has a lot of Mayweather in him, though. But you fought well. You fought well, my Greek brethren.
Reach out to him.
He fought like shit. He fucking sucked.
He didn't fight
I'm
bad.
embarrassed. Shame on you.
He didn't fight terrible.
I could have fucking fought better than that.
Took Haney to decision. Like, that fight wasn't any worse than De La Hoya Mayweather.
Mariah said,
Haney?
if I ever see Nick in person, I'm gonna punch him.
Hey Nick, thanks for coming with us. Thanks for joining us, Nick. I'll get in touch with you guys, and we'll try to set something out that works out for everybody. Thanks for joining us, man. I appreciate you.
Thanks, Nick. We'll see you, buddy. John, what are your final thoughts?
That the Haney fight ended the way it should have. You should have punched Kambosa's fucking face off.
Why do you hate Kambosa so much?
I don't hate him. It was just a real shitty fucking way. He lost all of his belts with that shitty ass performance.
That's what happens when you lose. When you lose, you lose all your belts.
Now we get a rematch to see the same fucking garbage all over again.
It's not like he fought so bad he lost more belts. It's not like if he fought better but still lost, he would keep some of them.
Do you think that fight's worthy of a rematch? Be honest.
Listen, do I think it's going to end?
And take our Greek brethren out of it.
Do I think?
Do you think that's worthy of a fucking rematch?
Do I think it's going to end in a different scenario? No, I don't. Do I think Kambosos should take another fight? Yeah, I do. Why would you pass up that payday? People are still going to watch that fight.
No, I'm not going to watch it. Fuck it.
You watch that. You watch shittier fights before. You watch. Fights that are gonna be even worse. You watch.
I like watching fights.
Okay, then you're going to watch that one too. You're not going to watch that fight. You're not going to watch Kambosos Haney too. It's going to be the other fight you don't watch.
I'm going to fight you instead. All right. My final thoughts are tomorrow night, Golden State takes game 3. They will beat Boston in Boston by 20.
At Boston.
Mariah.
Joe, there's only one type of G-string, Jimmy G-string I own. That is red and gold.
Oh my god!
You're a sick fuck. You wear fucking red and gold G-strings?
Jimmy G-strings.
Oh my god. Hey, don't worry, Bashar. I got it right here, buddy. You hold on one fucking second. I got this goddamn thing.
This is Flavor Flav
right here.
Thing.
See that? Ohio Faithful 49ers. I will put it on. I will wear it while I fucking punch Nick in the fucking face.
It's not even a real thing. But
what? This?
Ohio 49ers. Like it's like saying like Kentucky Chargers.
Let me ask you something. What about your shitty fucking Browns? Do you know what you call yourselves? What do you call yourselves? The Dog Pound.
Yeah.
Dog shit is more like it. Dog shit. Dog shit colors, dog shit team, dog shit history, dog shit.
No, our history is actually pretty rich.
Yeah. Rich of dog shit.
It's not rich of dog shit. It's actually one of the most prestigious franchises of all time.
Yeah, prestigious for sucking.
Otto Graham, Jim Brown, Marion Motley.
Yeah, and now look, what have you done since? Embarrass them. Hillbillies. Tony, final thoughts. This motherfucker is heavy. I should just wrap it around my fist and punch you with it.
My final thoughts is I need new friends. You guys are both fucked. John, I commend you.
Franchise.
John, I commend you. You did not get one wrecking ball tonight.
It was a pretty tame show.
Pretty tame.
I was very
show.
chill today.
There was no wrecking ball.
No wrecking ball.
There was no. I didn't go into timeout. As a matter of fact, it might be the first show that somebody else went into timeout, and it wasn't me.
There's still a few seconds left, so don't catch a buzzer beater, okay?
Goddamn thing behind me is fucking.
Yeah, you know what? We better end this before you get a timeout. John gets a wrecking ball, and my whole final thought goes kapoof. As always, you could see us. You can catch us live on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Always looking to bring guests on. Most of the people in the chat have John's contact information. We also have an email, the Locker Room Rant at gmail.com, I believe. Is that what it is, John?
Yeah.
So feel free to reach out to us if you want to come on the show. Shoot the shit with your boys. That's it. Let's wrap
Joe,
it up.
I sent you the link, buddy. I did. I sent you the link about 45 minutes ago for you to come on the show with us, buddy, but you didn't get it. I sent it to your Twitter DMs. In the meantime, Mariah, Izzy, Joe, Bashar, Nick, everybody that joined us tonight, thank you so much, family. We appreciate you.
As always.
Cheers.
I'm not used to being on this. Cheers, and we'll see you next week on the Locker Room Rant. Peace.